Well, nothing puts an end to a wicked guitar solo like pulling the plug, which Activision has done with its Guitar Hero franchise as of February 2011, thanks in part to the struggling sales of this capstone to a legendary series of rhythm games. But it's definitely worth taking note that Guitar Hero didn't go down without a fight, and made a valiant effort to break out of the rhythmic rut with Warriors of Rock, with a self-proclaimed return to their roots with more focus on shredding some sweet riffs, expanding the experience with a truly epic quest mode, and a new design for its bundled guitar controller. It's safe to say that this installment of Guitar Hero sets itself apart from its predecessors in many ways, but whether or not it's in good ways is pretty questionable. Of course, at its core, this is still Guitar Hero, and if you're a fan of the series, you'll feel right at home. The satisfaction of playing along with the music of your metal idols is still intact. But at the same time, fans of the series might also be sorely disappointed by some of its changes. The quest mode seemed pretty interesting to me at first. Adding some ridiculous fantasy subplots and bizarre character transformations sounds like great fun and all, but in reality, you're mostly stuck in rigid set lists, powering up random characters with superpower abilities that are usually just another weird way to push your scores even higher. To me, it's immensely more satisfying to get high scores more legitimately based on your accuracy, not based on when to trigger some crazy supernova multiplier. But at least the option to play without those powers is still there in its quick play mode. The quest mode definitely does have its moments though. The inclusion of Rush's complete 2112 rock opera is a pretty huge fan service. And having an original Megadeth song, Sudden Death, made specifically for the game is just mind-blowingly awesome. The notion of Dave Mustaine trying to challenge the hardcore guitar heroes out there is truly a final boss battle of legend. Gene Simmons also lends a hand with some over-the-top narration.
You have my thanks and can rightfully call yourselves heroes.
It's a bit laughable at times, but I thought it added an interesting touch of barbaric flavor, which would be a really gross flavor of ice cream. But sadly, not even the never-ending awesomeness that is Megadeth could save this franchise from struggling sales figures. And in hindsight, Sudden Death has become the game's swan song. I guess whether or not this Guitar Hero is for you definitely comes down to its song selection. If the 93 included songs appeal to your tastes, it's definitely worth picking it up to play through those tracks with your friends offline or online. Just don't expect to be blown away by the attempts at trying to do something different with the series, and don't expect any more DLC. Warriors of Rock doesn't quite go out with a bang, but rather a decapitating chop of a battle axe. And whether that's a good or a bad thing is for you to decide.